Hi, this is Mike Palmer with Group 1 Trading, and this is the Investitude Volatility Sonar Report. Today, again, we have another sell-off here, and the market is down about 16 points in the S&P 500. And what's interesting about that is that we're starting to see the VIX futures behave very strongly to movement in the S&P 500. VIX futures are up over $1 today. With the futures down that much, the VIX itself, the index, is trading over 17. The front month futures trading 1880. Now, meanwhile, we just had a May expiration on Wednesday. That was yesterday. So we don't have the front month is now the June expiration in the VIX futures and options. But trading near 19 is definitely high for a front expiration. It definitely tells us we're entering into a particularly volatile market in the S&P 500. That said, we're even seeing big trades in back month options. Today we saw a big buyer of the August 22 calls. They paid $2.48 versus $20 in that August future. Now that's a little bit ago. The futures were lower at the time. Now that future's trading about $20.40. But that really is a play on longer term volatility remaining elevated and the market itself being pretty rocky all the way out until middle of August. Usually we see quiet summers. That doesn't seem like we're going to have that case. We've got a lot going on, you name it, with China, with the Fed perhaps raising rates, and of course the election. And to return to the Fed, we actually had a little bit of a sell-off related to the Fed commentary yesterday, just because it seemed to raise the odds that we're going to have a hike in at least the June meeting. And if you go all the way out to the September meeting, something that used to have about a 25% chance of a rate hike, we're now looking at about a 50% chance of a rate hike by that September Fed meeting. That is going to create a very rocky market if that is the case. And it should be really interesting because we're starting to see back month option buyers. Previously, we'd only seen really June option buyers. And it does feel like we're kind of heading into a higher volatility regime for the summer. This is Mike Palmer with Group 1 Trading, and this is the Investitude Volatility Sonar Report.